Subscribe to our YouTube Club 520. We clowning on that mother.
Just hit the button.
God.
Don't ask more questions.
Subscribe.
And so obviously, y'all went crazy, came up short of the national championship, but you ended up being the #1 pick that summer. How was that summer for you going from Ohio State to being the #1 pick? Like, obviously, you was always highly recruited, always talented, but to be official the #1 pick, like, how was that process for you?
It was a whirlwind. Just going through the draft process and everything you got to do, especially knowing you could be 1 or 2. Just always doing interviews, just going here and there, never really getting the time to yourself to sit down. But I remember at draft, like right, after we got called, I remember running to Joe Kim. He was like, "Gio, we gonna turn up in the city. Where are we going?" Portland was like, "Yeah, you got an hour to say bye to your family. We got a jet. We got a whole parade set up for you the next day." So I will say I missed out on my turn-up night with all the draftees in New York. But that parade in Portland and being the #1 pick and seeing everything in that city, what could have been was definitely an experience I will never forget. And so thankful for it because it changed my life.
For sure, and obviously that Portland team, obviously we're going, you playing, despite the injuries, y'all had some really talented people on that team. Y'all definitely like one of the one-div teams. How was it to play with like a LaMarcus Aldridge and to have a Brandon Roy in your squad? Because y'all all was super talented.
Yes, we was just super young, and I rarely got to play with them.
Y'all only played like 76 games, I read, together. Damn near.
It might have been 72 for real.
Yeah.
But those dudes were so talented. Brandon Roy always walking in. What up, Greg Oden? He never just called me Greg. He always had to say my full name. That's my guy. And LaMarcus, man, just with one of the most unstoppable games. So either you're going to stop me going to this hook or I'm going to do this turnaround J. He was just so smooth. And, I really wish I was healthy enough to be able to help build what Portland had, man. We had some guys coming in, the Steve Blakes, the Andre Millers, Gerald Wallace's, it was...
hella OGs.
No, we did get a lot of OGs.
But that was necessary back then, though.
Yeah, man. Playing with Marcus Camby, Joe Prisbilla.
Damn, those some names right there.
Hey, man, dude, I learned a lot. I just wish I was out on the floor when
I seen an interview with Brandon Roy. He was talking about how when you first got there, you was just dominating. And he was like, it was so impressive to see you. Like, he was like, I knew I was going to win 2 or 3 championships with him. He was so good. And it just took me back to, like, you in high school and seeing you in AAU. I'm like, bro, he was so dominant. So I knew what he was talking about. You was the man. Like, everybody around here know you. We know how dominant you were. So the injuries suck. It's part of the game. But, yeah, you definitely was one of them dominant guys for sure.
Dog,
I appreciate that.
You was on the cover of College Hoops. Like, I know college football coming back this year. Niggas is geeked about that. But you was on the cover of one of the best basketball games ever. How was that? And did you get paid for that?
Did I get paid for that? No, I think I took the honor.
Man, I wish I was your agent in fucking college, Greg.
This
We'd have
nigga
been rich
was
as shit.
Christmas.
I had no agent in college, man.
Oh, man, tap in. And all your kids, I got y'all.
I mean, just being able to look back at that. I mean, I think it
tough.
was the last, maybe one of the second to last, like college, putting college players on the, so it was nice.
Have
Good
you
little
gone
picture, I
back
got
and
it
seen?
hanging up.
Have you gone back and see what we look like in them games?
No.
Somebody
graphics is crazy.
Somebody randomly like Instagram me with them. That I was bad, boy.
Nah, homie did a reel of all of your graphics from like college to 2K.
Weak.
Oh, them first 2K graphics is crazy.
And they had a mohawk. I'm sick of this shit, bro.
Wow, what
Why
made
you
you?
always
I know
doing
we're interviewing Greg. What made your lame ass get a mohawk? Bitch, you was up. Why you get the mohawk? Corny ass nigga.
Y'all laughing at this shit? I was
Nigga
living
up a
in
couple M's with a
living in
mohawk,
Atlanta, bro.
And he got it dyed.
I ain't get that shit dyed, nigga. I was real nigga. I ain't get it dyed, but I did ask for a design on the side.
Shit.
Hell no. Obviously, y'all played each other in high school. How was that? Did y'all catch any games each other in the pros?
Yeah, I got to play against Greg. Every time he walked up to me, he like, how the hell you get to Atlanta? I'm in Portland. He would say it to me every single time I seen him. I'm like, shit, I can't get in the game. Fuck being in Atlanta. How I'm gonna get in? Like,
Hey, I used to hate. I ain't gonna lie. It was you and Al Horford, man. And after that was in the Sierra video, I was hating every time I seen y'all. I was like, man, what's good, man?
I was hating too. I want to
You worried about playing time. I'm worried about partying and shit. I'm injured, man. I got free time on my hands. What's going
Goodies
on?
was a nice video.
Spectacular.
Back in the day.
How was that though, watching Brandon Roy hoop? Because he got stopped. His career got stopped with injuries too, man. How was that? We talked about him before on the show. I think Joe Johnson was better personally, but Brandon Roy was a dog for sure.
I mean, they both really good, but Brandon, it was just so natural to him. That's
Yeah.
why out there in Portland, they gave him the nickname, the natural man. Like, he would just do things that nobody was even thinking of, you know.
Yeah.
He just, I mean, a lot of guys from that Seattle area got game like that. They can just score, man. They just bucket getters.
Right.
And it was just such a good dude. You know, I wish he could have played a little longer as well,
For
man.
sure.
So talented, man. And he carried, you know, the teams we did have. It wasn't a long time.
Yeah.
But, you know, he just did things, man. Sometimes I find myself going back and watching Brandon Roy's top 10 plays on YouTube. Hey, man, that boy was cold.
Nah, he was cold.
Definitely
Legend for
cold.
sure. He was right behind Kobe if he didn't get hurt, though. Nah, he was like that.
No, I
He
love
was.
Brandon Roy game. You putting him right behind Kobe is crazy.
Pause. I mean, but he was like,
Yeah, that's pause.
yeah,
but-
he. That's crazy.
Chill
That was
out,
crazy.
bro.
That was crazy. That was crazy, bro.
Let's move on from
You
that.
doing a lot.
Okay, my bad.
You doing a lot today.
Okay, I am. Let me chill.
Hey, you may not have got to Atlanta, but you definitely got to play in Miami.
Oh, my bad. I did. It was 1 year, LeBron's last year, and you know, I learned a lot basketball-wise and off the court-wise, just with being with all those Hall of Famers and great players for a long time. And then basketball-wise, man, I never seen basketball at that level. I mean, basically, you were seeing guys playing at the top of their game, and we talking about Hall of Famers playing at the top of their game, man. And I will say, to me, LeBron James is the best player to play the game. Even though I love Jordan, I love Shaq, and I think Wilt Chamberlain is the man. But watching Bron do it, like out there, like watching him get 63 points in the game, and I'm getting 4 points, playing 16 minutes, tired as hell, game over. He dancing around, and I'm about to die. My leg about to fall off of 16 minutes. Like, the man just had crazy energy, man, and that year in Miami was good. And I didn't go out that much because I knew I didn't want to get in trouble. So I told myself I could have one cheat meal, and I can't go to South Beach
Oh, damn, you was,
until the end of the season. And,
oh, you was locked in.
oh, yeah.
Couldn't have been me.
Hey, what?
Boy was outside, ain't it?
Booby trap.
Live on Sunday.
You better know it.